Alright, hello everybody, Patrick Domingues here. So, today we are going to be following a tutorial on how to install TP-Link Omada software-defined network controller on Ubuntu 20.04. It's very similar to Unifi's controller. There's some odds and ends that are still a little different. But no worries here. So, some things that you'll need a little mini computer or virtual machine with your Ubuntu 20.04 already installed. Make sure you have internet connected to it. And we're going to be using putty to SSH into the server. Jot down your IP address, of course, because you're going to need that to get connected into your server. So, first, let's make sure that I have all my updates and whatnot. Let's go ahead and give myself some escalated rights into root. That would be sudo su. Alright, great. Now I want to put myself into the root path. So I'll just type in cd and that'll just take me there. Alright, now let's go ahead and make sure that I am up to date. Hopefully I am. I'm pretty sure I made all these updates before I started recording. Alright, great. So everything's up to date. Now we should be over here in step 7. We're going to be installing the database that Omada uses. And once that's installed, we will go ahead and move forward with installing the Java application. I found that installing the Omada software on VPS, on like DigitalOcean or Linode, you'll run into some problems. I noticed that you can't adopt devices into one of those types of cloud controllers, which is very annoying. I'm not quite sure why that is. I haven't really done much research on it. But if you know how to do that, go ahead and let me know, because yeah, I've been running into a roadblock with that. So let's go ahead and install Java here. Then we're also going to have to install an earlier version of Java because it's not compatible with the latest versions. And then we're also going to have to change the default version of Java that the Ubuntu server is going to use. So let's just wait a few moments here. This little computer that I have doesn't have an SSD installed on it, so it takes a moment. Alright, should be almost done here. There we go. Now we want to install Java 8. Yes. Continue. This should be almost done here. It doesn't take very long for Java to get installed on the server. Alright, great. And installed successfully. Alright, so we are going to move forward with changing the default config of Java by using this following line item here. So you have three options. You have Java 11, but we want to use Java 8. And to use Java 8, we'll just type in the number 2 and press enter to move forward with that. Alright, so we got all the prereqs that we needed to do before we start moving forward with installing Omada. Oh, there's actually one more. Let's get this guy installed. Okay, so now we're done with all the prereqs. So, the latest version is 4.3, and that's what we're going to install. And we'll do that by typing in sudo wget. Then we're going to go over here, copy the link, paste it in there, and hit enter. That should start downloading the application. And now we want to extract what we just downloaded, right? So let's see if it's actually there by typing in ls. Alright, so what we need to run is the Omada _SDN Controller, the thing that's in red. To do that, we'll use sudo -i g debi Omada. Alright. And to have that fill out by itself, instead of you typing it, just put in the first word and press the tab key on your keyboard. That'll just fill out the rest of it. So now the controller is extracting. You're going to be prompted if you wanted to install the software package. Of course we do, because we want to move forward with installing the Omada controller. And that's going to take a few moments. Starting up the Omada controller for the first time, that usually takes a few moments here for me because I'm not on an SSD. But you'll get a message saying that it successfully started up, and then you can access your IP address, and they also give you a port. So you'll see what I'm talking about here in a few moments. So once this is done, as you can see here, and it's finished. Alright, so the controller started successfully, and now I can go ahead and visit this address. Since I'm not going to be using localhost because I'm not actually on the computer that this was installed on, so we'll just type in the IP address of the controller there. Alright, 192.168. .183. 3. And here you are. Welcome to the Omada controller. So let's get started. I'm just going to select home. I'm going to leave the controller name alone. And I'm going to select Eastern because that is where I'm at. Then we can click next. Move that over a little bit. We're going to adopt the 2 devices that I have, which is a firewall and a access point. In these fields, you're going to be setting up your Wi-Fi. Go ahead, type in the SSID that you want to use. I'm just going to use Omada so I can separate the networks that I have and I know which is which. And go ahead, type in your preferred password. For administrator name, I am not going to go with anything fancy. For an email, doesn't really matter. You can type in an actual working email. And your preferred password. So if you have a cloud key ID, you can go ahead and type that in. I believe that's what mine is. Press next and finish. So this is going to take a few moments and then you'll be able to log in. And here we are. You get a little preview on how to do certain things and how to add devices and configure your settings. But right now we're just going to skip all that and look at our devices. Right now they are adopting. One of them's already adopted and connected. And once this is all done, you should be good to go. So if you happen to have any questions at all, go ahead and comment down below or email me at contact@patrickdomingues.com. And if you wouldn't mind, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and hopefully you'll see future videos on how to do some of these TP-Link Omada setups. Alright, y'all have a good one.